Hello, in chapter 3, we're going to talk about color and light. And light has to do in art with normally the value in art. And by value, we don't mean how much money it's worth, but in value, we mean how dark or light something is in a drawing, painting, or a piece of graphic art. And usually you add value to a piece of art by adding more darkness to it. So you're going to add more pressure to your pencil to make it darker, adds more value. Color is very interesting in art. Color can affect how we feel when we look at something. And there's types of color, and there's warm colors, which are orange, yellow, and red, and all the colors that are made from those. And an example of warmth from those colors would be a sunset painting. And usually in a sunset painting, they're going to use reds, oranges, yellows in that painting, and they make you feel warm. The cool colors are generally blues, greens, and purples. And those cool colors are usually used in scenes in art to make us feel cool or even cold sometimes. So you might see a picture of green grass with blue sky and then a little bit of purple mountains, and that's going to make you feel cooler. If you wanted to warm that picture up, then you would add some reds and yellows into the sky and make it look a little warmer. Another thing about a color wheel is to study the types of colors on the color wheel. And there's complementary colors, and that's the colors that are beside or right across from each other on the color wheel, like red and green, orange and blue, and purple and yellow. Those are complementary colors. They're opposite each other on the color wheel. Then, as I said earlier, the colors that are beside each other are called analogous colors. And analogous colors are colors like blue-green, blue, and green. Maybe another example would be yellow, and orange, because they're beside one another on the color wheel. You've got a good color wheel to look at on our PowerPoints, and I hope you look at that. Color is very important even in what we buy. I want you to look at that can that's right behind me, the Campbell soup can, and think about the color that's on it. Somebody probably went to college and studied a lot about color and designed that can. And the can is red and white, has a little gold medallion on it. So the idea of that soup can is red, and it's probably to convey warmth. So we look at that soup can if we're cold and we want to buy it and we want to consume it because it's going to make us feel warmer because we're looking at that warm color. If that can were blue and white or maybe green and white, it might not make us feel like we would get a lot warmer from eating Campbell's soup. So that's just an example of how color is used in what we buy. Enjoy your study about color.